Good morning. This is Ryan Gilkerson, lead creative here at Company 119, and we welcome you to another episode of The Coffee Cup. We thank you very much for joining us. It's a special day today. It is election day all across the country and here in Ohio. If you vote, you get one of these famous I Ohio voting stickers. I guess it's I love because we're the heart of it all, so that's why you get that there. So we love voting here in Ohio. We hope that you have found your way to the booths, to the polls, and have cast your vote for whoever you would like to vote for this political season. But we also wanted to take a look today at the role of digital marketing and all of these campaigns that you run. Of course, we get a little annoyed maybe by this time of year with all the campaign commercials that we see on TV, and some of them are better than others. Most of them are kind of, I don't know, everybody gets a little, they feel like they're a little negative at times, and people get tired of the mudslinging, but they're important because they do remind you that the election is coming up. But what's interesting to note is that digital spending will soon take over that television spending and be the new way that leads the way for the information to get out for politics. So let's take a look at some information that we've got today. Virtual Assistant John, if you could go to our slide deck. So the role of digital marketing politics, we promise we're not showing any commercials today. You won't see any of the commercials. You've had enough of them on TV. We'll just go through our slide deck. Next slide, please, Johnny. Happy midterm election day. I did want to include this. If you want to go vote today, but you're not sure where to go, you can go to vote.org polling-place-locator, and you can find where you need to be today to vote. If you haven't made your way to the polls yet, they're open, I believe, until 7 o'clock tonight. And there are places online where you can get a ride as well. So if you need a ride, this is one way that digital marketing or digital presence is helping people with elections. You can go right online, find out where to go, find a ride, find out more about the candidates, all kinds of great stuff right on your phone or right on your computer. So vote.org/polling-place-locator if you're not sure where to go. Next slide, please. Digital spending will grow to be about $2.8 billion in 2020. It continues to rise with each election. If you see the ebbs and flows here, this is a main campaign year versus a midterm election year. So right now, 2018 is the second bar from the right on your screen. You see it's down a little bit from where we're going to be in 2020. But next time the presidency rolls around 2020 and we're voting for a new leader for the country or keep the current one, however you're going to vote then, you're going to be looking at about $2.8 billion in digital spending. That is an astronomical number, and that's courtesy of Statista.com. Go ahead to the next slide, Johnny. So 73% jump in spending for digital ads in 2018. If you thought you were seeing more television ads, you might have. But the fact of the matter is digital marketing is catching up to television. It accounted for about 22% of all campaign spending. This came from Examiner.com. So about 22%, almost a quarter of all campaign funds are going towards advertising online. Let's go to our next slide. Facebook had to make some changes to keep up with the trend. It did decide to put a label on all paid political ads. You now know who sponsors all of those ads, and it does say that it's political ads, so you know that it is something that somebody paid for. It tagged all of those ads and made data available to colleges for research. It did not tag the "which president are you most like" poll that we see to our right. It did not give us that. They did not tag that, but you can always go online, take the "which president are you most likely like" poll, and learn a little bit more about yourself and others through your Facebook polling needs. Let's go to the next one, Johnny. So that doesn't even count all the free advertising that candidates get on social media platforms. Some of the sites for candidates that were generated by fans or by supporters generate millions of dollars each year in advertising. There's some that support our current president, our former president, some that support the parties that are just fan sites like you'd see for a rock band or like you'd see for a television show. And they're generating tons of money. So it turns out that annoying friend in your timeline that yells at everyone for their political beliefs and gets everybody all mad on their timeline, they're actually making a difference in how campaigns are won. Who knew? That person that's making a lot of noise just in timelines and creating their own pages and going off on tangents can actually create money to support their favorite candidate. So there's actually a role for people like that in today's elections thanks to social media and digital advertising. Let's go to the next one, Johnny. So none of it matters if you don't vote. Nothing says America like bald eagles, baseballs, apple pie, and a Starbucks on every corner. If you love America, today is your day to go out and make a difference by voting. There's a lot of people that choose to stay home on days like today, and it's unfortunate because today is a day where we truly get to make a difference and help decide and shape the future of our country. So no matter what your political lean is, we hope that you can get out to the polls and vote today, and you're making a difference when you do so. We appreciate you for joining us. We hope you learn more about how digital marketing is affecting the political scene before you finish your first cup of coffee than your competition will all day. Have a great day and hit the polls.